Fort Fairfield resident.
And we're looking forward to this. It should be a lot of fun all afternoon long. And of course, had a chance to work the street last year up here this year, so a little different view from up on top.
A little different view, but we get more food up here in Candy because people see us and they throw it out. It's really nice. Let's send it down to Lori Shamroff and Brian Whitley.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot, John. It is a beautiful day here, and I've got actually Master Meteorologist Brian Whitley here to tell us the details of how nice it's going to be. Actually, the traffic here, unbelievable. It took us about an hour to get in. It's wild from Presque Isle, but we're here. We're loving it. Is it going to stay beautiful, Brian?
Well, fortunately, it will stay beautiful, at least for the parade. I was pretty nervous all week long with the forecast because it looked like there would be some showers and some rain around. And with this crowd, I didn't want to have to face these people with that sort of a forecast. But it is absolutely gorgeous out there. Just a few puffy fair weather clouds. Makes it really picturesque. Plenty of sunshine. Both high temperatures topping out in the 80s today, the lower 80s. And by later on this afternoon, there is unfortunately the chance of a pop-up shower or thunderstorm. But I think we'll definitely get the parade in. Unfortunately, the showers and thunderstorms could persist until later on this evening. Then they'll dissipate. We'll have low temperatures reaching right around 60 tonight. And then tomorrow it'll be mostly cloudy with a high temperature in the mid-70s. And then for the fireworks tomorrow night, it's going to be mostly cloudy. Temperatures right around the fireworks time at 9:30 should be in the mid-60s. And then there is the possibility that we could have some light rain around. It doesn't look like it right now, but there is the possibility.
Unbelievable. Thank you very much, Brian. I'm hoping, actually, one more question. Are the showers going to go away before the street dancing tonight?
What time does the street dancing start?
We'll have to hang out all afternoon and find out. Back to you, John and Rainey.
Luckily, I've got the schedule right here in front of me. The adult dance featuring the band tonight is at 9 o'clock. The Fort Field Armory admission is $5. And it should, Brian says that should clear out. That's really good to know. The parade is supposed to start at about 1:30. We haven't heard any police sirens yet, so I don't think they've started down the parade route. They usually make it down here about 1:45 or so?
Yeah, 1:45, 1:50. And of course, we'll be talking to Cheryl Bollier in a few minutes, and we'll have some other people that we'll be talking to and giving you the real flavor of the Fort Fairfield Potato Blossom Festival.
Time now for a quick break so we get someone out of the way before the parade actually starts. We'll be back in 2:30. Welcome back, everyone. The parade has not made it down to our venue yet, but that's okay because we have Cheryl Bollier, the festival organizer, here. And first of all, let's start with the weather. That's what everyone likes to talk about. What a fantastic day.
Wonderful. Couldn't have been any better. Perfect.
What kind of planning goes into a festival like this? It is the biggest in Aroostook County and must take an awful lot of work.
It does. It takes a lot of planning. It takes a lot of people. But we have a lot of dedicated people that want this to happen every year. And I don't do it on my own. I have a lot of help, and they're just very willing.
Before you were acting as the Chamber of Commerce Director, you stepped down from that position last year. This year is your last year actually being the festival coordinator. What has the festival meant to you? Because you said you've been on the committee for many, many years.
It's been very rewarding to bring this many people to Fort Fairfield. It benefits economically for our businesses, and it just creates such a wonderful family atmosphere. Everybody's having fun, a lot to do, and it's been wonderful over the years to be able to bring that and be a part of that, bringing that here to Fort Fairfield. It's a very special time.
What are some of the activities that have really taken off over the years that you've been involved with the Potato Blossom Festival?
Well, of course, we're best known for mass potato wrestling, and that continues to be a well-attended event. This year we have brought in some new events for the children. Outdoor movie theater, which was a big success. Our Queen's Ball this year went over very well. And we try every year to add new things.
I know that about 4 years ago you added the vintage farm equipment.
Yes.
Why did you do that?
Well, we wanted to be able to have people come here that visit from all over the United States to be able to see today and yesteryears. And yesterday, what the farm equipment looked like in the potato industry and how they harvested and what the equipment they used, and then have a comparison to where we are today.
And I know we had some winners from that. We'll actually be announcing them a little bit later. Jumping to the parade itself, how hard is it to organize 180 different individual, or more than that, 180 different entries into a parade like this?
It is very difficult, but when you have a crew like we do that are organized, they're terrific. They work as a team, and that's what you need. And, we may have a few entries here and there that aren't in order, but overall, they do a fantastic job.
Oh, I know people really appreciate the parade. I hear it's coming this way right now. So, Cheryl, we'll let you go. We're going to jump down to Lori Shamroff for a real quick interview, and then we'll go to a break and then have the parade for you. Lori?
Thanks a lot, John. I'm right here with Devin Dissette. She came all the way from Brewer to be here today for the parade. How long was that ride?
3 hours.
3 hours?
Yeah.
Is anyone driving fast?
No.
No?
Regular.
Regular? So you took your time. Why'd you come here today?
Well, my grandparents live here, and a lot of my aunt and uncles live here, and we just wanted to come to see the festival.
Do you come every year?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about parades?
Well, I don't know. I just like everything. It's not really in particular, but I like the clowns a lot. So.
You like the clowns? Were you ever afraid of clowns?
No.
And the important question of the day is, what is your favorite style of potatoes?
Well, actually, I don't really like potatoes.
She doesn't like potatoes. That's it. John, back to you.
Doesn't like potatoes? Oh no. The parade is almost to our venue. We're going to take a real quick 2-minute break, then be back with all the action from the Maine Potato Blossom Festival parade. Welcome back, everyone, to the 53rd Annual Maine Potato Blossom Festival Parade. And as luck would have it, we've seen some police cars go by, Crown Ambulance, and then absolutely nothing.
It's just basically two separate parades. We let the emergency vehicles come down, and then we take a look up the street and see that the Farm Family of the Year, the Jack Buck Jr. family of Mapleton, just starting to make their way onto Main Street here in Fort Fairfield, and they're probably, I don't know, a couple thousand feet away from us, and so we'll see them soon.
At least about a good fifth of a mile right now, but it is funny with the law enforcement officials. They must be going to a fire or to an accident somewhere because they were way out in front of this parade. Look at the streets right now, lined with people, kids out there waiting for candy. This is what a parade's all about, a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. And, you know, I mean, we talked to some of the people who are down for the parade, who are in the parade from Madawaska and some of the other areas. They said that they love coming to the parades and love being in them. And, you know, it's completely different. I've had a chance to be in parades, march in them, and then, of course, do this end of it. And, you know, it's great to drive a fire truck and an ambulance because you can blow that siren all route long. And so that's the fun part.
You see the kids actually pulling down, go pull that. Especially when you see trailer trucks or fire trucks or anything. They want to hear the loud noises and the loud farm. You saw it before the Jack Buck Jr. family was making it down. We were at the industry dinner last night when they were honored, and our 7 generations of farming. That pretty much exemplifies what the Maine Potato Blossom Festival is about.
You know, and you take a look at it this year, of course, the crop was put in a little bit late this year just because of all the rain and everything else. And but everyone's very optimistic about a good crop again this season.
Exactly, Rainey. Lori's got another interview as the parade comes by. Down to Lori.
That's right. Thanks a lot, John and Rainey. I'm standing here with Gloria and Richard Kilcullins. They are of Fort Fairfield. And speaking of potatoes, they are potato growers. Tell me about how many acres of land you've worked on this year.
Around 1,000. Around 1,000 acres, 500 of potatoes and 400 to 500 of grains. We use the grains as a rotation crop for the potatoes.
Keeps them all healthy and good?
Well, we have to rotate every year to make sure the ground's in good shape, and if you keep planting potatoes over and over, then they don't yield good.
Okay, and this is a family business, right, Gloria?
True, yeah.
Who do you have here today with you?
Well, we have everybody. My sons, my granddaughters, and my grandsons, and Lorraine and Vaughn White. They're parents of my daughter-in-laws and friends, and just everybody.
Do you come out every year for this?
Oh, we sure do. We wouldn't miss it for the world.
We should wave to everyone right there on that tractor. Wave to them. I think everyone's having a good time. There goes actually the Jack Buck Jr. family right now. Congratulations to them. Back to you, John and Rainey.
Thank you very much, Lori. Nice interview. She'll be talking to more people along the parade route as we go on in this hour and a half to 2 hours as the Jack Buck Jr. family cruises down Main Street. And what do we have there, Rainey?
See, coming up next, we've got the, I believe it's a Yankee Hitch that's coming in right now, and we'll tell you a little bit about that, but we'll also tell you about the sponsors of today's parade. That includes WAGM-TV, along with Crown Equipment of Caribou and Associated Grocers, Carey Medical Center, S.W. Collins of Caribou and Presque Isle, Pelletier's Automotive Restyling of Caribou and Ed Pelletier and Sons, along with MPG Shopping Center in Presque Isle, RF Chamberlain Trucking of St. Agatha, and Pepsi also.
We also want to thank Bob's Service and Repair for allowing us to use this space. We've been using it for the past 4 years, and it's wonderful. We get a great vantage point for the parade. Also for MPG for giving us the flatbed, which luckily will hold our weight.
Yes, that's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
We don't want that as our lead story on Mondays.
You notice coming down the parade route right now is Star City Mars Hill and Hillside IGA. Hillside IGA, one of the sponsors of the parade.
And that, of course, Scott Carlin doing a great job with the IGA stores in these areas. And you just take a look at it, and I think, you know, it's a little quiet right now. There really isn't the electricity that you'd expect. But once more and more floats and the light come down, I think you'll see people get more into it.
We're still a little light with people in the parade right now, so we'll take a 2-minute break. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You see right there, we have the Little Miss Potato Blossom and Junior Miss Potato Blossom with Michelle Lavertu of Madawaska and Molly Bouchard of New Sweden. Plus you see, actually, that's Little Miss Fort Fairfield right there, Alyssa Kilcollins and Miss Fort Fairfield, Melissa Butler. Lori has an interview with us. Go ahead.
All right, John, I'm standing here with all these lovely ladies on the float. What's it like to ride up there?
Everybody's saying hi.
Can you show me your best wave? I mean, is it something you have to practice?
What?
Show me your best wave. Look at that. She's a pro. Back to you, Rainey and John.
Thank you very much, Lori. They do are pros at that Queen's Wave. It's wonderful.
Lori, you need some practice, though.
Yeah. Coming down the parade route right now, you'll see the fire trucks and the Republicans making their way down. Also before that, the Fort Fairfield Band wandering down. You can hear the drumming and some saxophoners going by.
And here comes, on the Fort Fairfield Fire Department float, Mr. Fort Fairfield. They had their first Mr. Fort Fairfield pageant earlier this year, and they had 6 or 7 seniors take part in that. And there's Mr. Fort Fairfield hamming it up.
It is appropriate that he's riding the Fort Fairfield fire truck because I believe some of the proceeds from that went to the Fort Fairfield Fire Department.
They were the sponsors of the Mr. Fort Fairfield, and were able to get everything together. And now, as you said, John, here come the main Republican Party candidates into view.
Quite a few candidates coming down here. Olympia Snow's walking the parade route along with Susan Collins. I believe Lori's going to get down and talk to at least a couple of them.
And of course, Susan Collins and Olympia Snow have been here at the parade for several years, and it's always good to see them come back to the county and take part in this major event.
Lori's down there with Olympia Snow right now, and they'll probably get a real quick interview. Lori, take it away.
Thanks a lot, John and Rainey. I'm standing here with Senator Snow. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm glad I was able to get up here. It's many thunderstorms yesterday in Washington. We canceled a lot of flights, but I finally made it up here. And everybody should know the only sunshine is shining on Aroostook County on the eastern seaboard.
Absolutely. Is this something you do every year?
Yes, it has. For more than 20 years I've been part of this parade and festival, and I enjoy it each and every year. And the sun always shines on it.
Certainly does. Thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the parade. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Lori. Senator Snow in a battle with Senator Mark Lawrence of the state Senate, and he'll be battling her in the November election. They're both primary winners. And there's Craig Green, the Republican, whatever he's...
Pine tree seeds.
Pine tree seeds. That's good for the state of Maine.
Okay.
We need those. It's the pine tree state. Craig Green, a fellow Kiwanian.
Boy, we get a lot of free stuff when we do these parades,
It is perfect to be up here. It's really wonderful. I believe Lori's going to talk to Senator Susan Collins, who's standing right behind her right now. She turns around. Take it away, Lori.
Thanks a lot, guys. She snuck up on me. I didn't see her there. That's okay. Look at you. You're all festive in the spirit of Potato Blossom Festival.
It's always wonderful to be back home in Aroostook. I so enjoy attending the Potato Blossom Festival every year. It's a great chance to celebrate our agricultural heritage.
That's wonderful. What's your favorite part of the parade?
My favorite part is seeing the little kids all along the route. They really get a kick out of it, and it's just great seeing their happy faces. That's my favorite.
You've got a happy face, too, today. It's a wonderful, wonderful day. Thanks for your time.
You.
Back to you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, Lori. We're going to take another short break now. Only minute breaks now until the end of the parade, which is better. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Welcome back to Fort Fairfield and the Potato Blossom Festival Parade. There you see the Northeast Trick Stars. They, of course, have been in business for years. I remember when they first appeared at the Northern Maine Fair back 15 years ago. It was one of their first appearances in the county. And since then, they've been here in Fort Fairfield several times. Some of them have taken part in the X Games and have done some other things. And I think we're going to see a jump over one of the bikers and his bike here in
That's
just a
what's
second.
coming up. Hopefully we get a shot of it.
Here we go.
No, we got the end of it. You see the very end of the jump. That's it right there. Very nice. I wouldn't volunteer to be the guy right there on the ground.
I would probably just run right over the center of them. So. But they are putting on a show tonight here in Fort Fairfield at, I think, 5 o'clock in the parking lot. And the Northeast Trick Stars, if you've never seen them before, they're all riding bikes. They also have one who's there on rollerblades, on inlines, and they do a great job wherever they appear.
It's amazing. The extreme sports are really starting to take off, thanks to ESPN, ESPN2. You've had a chance to see some. What do you think?
I think that some of them are crazy.
That's a good way of putting it.
They, I'll tell you, the Outback Games and everything else that they've done, they're very, very extreme, and they've brought that into the forefront. Of course, one of the networks goes up against football with that in the fall now, too. And, it's got its own audience, and they do a great job in all the sports that they do. Street Luge I think it's something you should try.
Yeah, definitely. Going down a big piece of concrete at about 85 miles an hour. I try not to do that. That's why I have a car. Taking a look now, we're seeing some more floats go cruising right by. You saw the Acadia Home Health Care go by, and they have their float. We haven't got to any actual award winners yet. We'll be getting to that in just a little while. I don't think we've missed any, have we?
No, we haven't missed any yet. They'll be coming up probably in the next 15 minutes or so. And so basically, of course, we'll tell you as we go through. And there's Tom Deshane of Acadia Home Care just out throwing candy onto the streets and skips over us again, John.
Well, we haven't seen much candy yet, but Lori's got an interview for us, so we'll go to her and hope for more candy. Lori?
That's right. I'm right here with Dr. Richard Oliver. He came all the way from Alabama to be with us here today. Why'd you come? Why is it so important to you?
Oh, it's family here, and we spend a good share of our time up here in the summertime.
And where are you from originally?
Well, I was born here, but only lived here for a couple of years. We've been all over.
But you still come back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have a place down at Bridgewater now.
What is it about Northern Maine that makes you want to come back?
Oh, the climactic conditions and family.
Absolutely. Well,
The lack of suburbanization, the lack of the problems with the suburbanization, and, you know, it's a much better place to live.
certainly is. And you can have a beautiful parade. You can't have those on the city streets, huh?
That's about right.
That's right. Thank you very much for taking the time with us. Back to you, John and Rainey.
Thank you very much, Lori. What you saw earlier during that interview with Miss Maine, Renee Belanger from Washburn, she'll be heading off to the Miss America pageant. I don't know if it's in September or October, but boy, what an opportunity.
Oh, yeah, and we've had several women from this area go on to that competition in the past, and they say it's such a great experience for them.
We'll be looking forward to seeing how well she does, and hopefully she can make it at least into the top 10, maybe even win this year.
And here comes the Ashby reunion by as they're marching down the street of Fort Fairfield.
Waving to the camera as they go by. Good contingent of Ashbys right there.
You know, just looking at the whole thing, it just brings, as